What is going on, guys? So today we are going to be doing the update video on the bus. So real quick intro, it is Memorial Day, so town is very crowded, and so I've decided that I'm going to be driving the bus off. Me and Melvin are packing in the bus, and we're going to drive off today to do this video. It's just too crowded in town. It's really loud, and there's tons of traffic everywhere, so I won't be able to really do this video in town anywhere. Plus, where I'm parked at right now, there's just not enough room to film this video. So what we're going to do is me and Melvin are packing up now, and we are going to head out to a spot. So we're going to take a quick drive out and get this this update video going. All right, what's up, guys? So I finally made it out, did that little drive, nice little drive out. The road that I took is actually kind of messed up. The bus did just fine. Where I'm at, I'm actually kind of used to the area. So let's go ahead and let's just get down to the bus update. So I want to show you guys everything, give you a little tour of the outside and the inside. I'm going to do the tour of the outside first. So like I said, wanted to come out here into, I'm pretty much in the middle of nowhere, as you can see. That way I can give you a demonstration of how everything works. So if you guys remember, I originally had the full-size bus, the Bluebird, actually it was a Thomas. It was a 2009 Thomas 40-footer. Put a picture right here, if you guys remember. So what I did was, that bus was fun. I was going to convert that bus, and I had the same ideas that for the bus I have now. I had the same ideas that were going to be for that one, but that bus was just too big, and it ended up being... it was going to be way too big of a project. It just wasn't going to work out for what I needed it for. So that's when I ended up, if you guys remember, I posted a video, it was a couple years back, when I picked up the short bus, and I was going to be converting that. So like I said, some time has passed, it's been a couple years. The bus has come a long way. I've done a lot to the conversion. I've been living in it full time for almost 2 years now. So reason that there's been so much time that skipped between the bus build, and you guys didn't see me build the short bus. I remember that, if you saw the last video that I made of the short bus, you guys know that I said that I was going to be doing the build on it. You guys are going to be following me along on the build, and that just didn't happen. Reason for that is, so back where the place where I was building the bus, when I filmed that last video of the short bus, I ended up having to leave that property. I lost my place where I was staying, and I was kind of forced to move in the bus right away. And the bus was nowhere near converted. I just taken the seats out of it. I literally had to throw like I threw a cot in the back with a box of my stuff, my clothes, all my belongings, threw it in the back of the bus while it was gutted, and I had to start living in it right away. So the reason why I didn't film, you guys didn't see the build of the bus, was because of the fact that I was forced to live in it right away so fast and unexpectedly that I kind of just didn't have time to film building the bus. Like I said, I got forced to unexpected to just kind of had to move into it, and I was sleeping in a cot with a bunch of boxes in the back. I was having to shower and at friends' houses and sleep on couches at friends' houses. I was kind of bouncing around from friends to friends, from their places, because the bus just wasn't ready to be lived in. So the reason why I didn't post videos of building it to where it's at today is, well, because I just needed to just get it done. So I had to get in there, get everything built, and just make it livable, because I was forced to live in it. I lost my place to stay, so I had to instead of filming it, it was just taking too much time. I just needed to get it done, so I could comfortably live in it, which is what I've been doing now for about 2 years. So anyway, enough of the intro of this little intro. I've been really excited to show you guys the bus and where it's sitting at today. So if you guys remember the day I first bought it, what it used to look like, so I'm going to show you now. This is what it looked like when I first picked it up, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take you for a little tour on the inside, or a little tour on the outside first, then we're going to go on the inside. So here's what it looked like when I first picked it up. And here it is now, guys. This is how the bus is now sitting today. This is a lot of work has gone into it. This is it right here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and give you kind of a little outside tour of it first, and then we'll go inside and I'll show it to you. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about right now is, so let's talk about the name of the bus, the Gray Ghost. So where did I get the name from? Because I've been asked. Like, I always had the idea for the name. I always knew that the Gray Ghost was going to be the name of the bus. Hence also why I painted it gray. So the Gray Ghost, where did it get its name? Sorry guys, I had to come back. I had to connect my phone to a remote battery. My phone died while I was filming that. So anyway, so let's get back to it. The name of the bus is the Gray Ghost. That's why it's painted gray. That was always going to be its name. I knew it since the day I bought it. I knew that's what I was going to name it. It was actually what I was going to name the big bus. But so why did I name the bus the Gray Ghost? Well, let's go into a little maritime history here. So one of my favorite ships of all time is, everybody knows it, the Queen Mary. Yes, the haunted ship that's out in Long Beach, California. So that is one of my, I've investigated the Queen Mary. I absolutely love that ship. So a little maritime history with it. Queen Mary in World War II, in its wartime, for the wartime effort, it was converted into a troop transport for the war. So what they did was it was painted gray, called the Gray Ghost, because at the time it was one of the fastest ships on the water at the time. And honestly, it's a great ship. I love it. It's my favorite ship. I do plan on going back to California and staying a night to do an investigation at the Queen Mary. I've done a little investigating of the Queen Mary actually 2 times, but I never filmed it. I did one a very long time ago when I was younger. I never filmed anything or any of that. I just had some little basic equipment, but I'm going to be going back. I'm going to be hopping in the bus soon and going to California. I got some friends to visit. And one of my stops is to go stay the night and investigate the Queen Mary. So anyways, that's where the bus got its name from. I painted it gray, and that's how it got its name. So we're going to continue on. So just going to start off with the obvious here. We're going to start off in the front. I'm going to start off with the obvious. It is no longer yellow, guys, finally. I drove it around for like a year and a half being yellow, and I can't tell you how much I did not like that. I wanted my whole point was to paint it gray. I'd always planned on painting it gray. So as you guys can see now, it is completely painted. And I completely painted it myself. I actually painted it in the desert outside in the heat and the sun last summer. And man, I gotta tell you, that was an experience, guys. It was not fun doing it, but it got done and the bus looks so much better. I'm happy with the color of it, and so far, so I'm very happy with that. It's not yellow anymore. All right, so one of the things I did was I ended up getting this front bumper for it, this front bumper guard. So I'd always planned on getting that, but I was in a situation where, actually I'm going to show you now. I was driving one day down a road, and I actually hit a deer, or a deer technically hit me. You guys can see my fender got kind of messed up, which I do plan on replacing the fender. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Eventually I will. But so what happened was I was actually driving home from work, not driving home from work. I was driving off. I was working late one night back when I used to work when I used to bartend. And I was leaving one night and I was going down a 2-lane highway. It's right here in town. And there was a deer that came out and hit the side of the bus, and it caused that dent in the fender. So that's what made me end up getting this front bumper right here. It was actually not too hard to get this on. It was just a straight bolt on. So it was really nice. Yeah, it got shipped I had it shipped right to a friend's house, and I just installed it right there in their driveway. It was a little pricey. It was about almost $700 for the bumper, or the bumper guard, but honestly, I don't regret it. It's been nice. I've actually been on a couple trips where I've taken some debris has come up on the road and has actually hit the front end, and I'm actually glad I've had that bumper guard. Tires and wheels, guys. So if you remember the video I was talking about, I actually specifically talked about I was going to be getting different tires and wheels for the bus, and this is what I ended up going with. So I ended up going with the aluminum wheels, and I went with some. So honestly, I went with these tires because I got a really good deal on them. The tread they're more of like mud tires, and I don't do obviously don't take the bus in mud and anything like that. So, but if you guys notice, I mean, I do a lot of. You can see I'm out here. This road isn't too bad. I do go down some pretty rocky roads. So when I saw these tires, I got a really good deal on them. And so I ended up doing all 6, and you can see, I'm just going to kind of walk around real quick and show you guys. So all of them are done. I got all 6. And so far, they've been really good. I actually love the way that the wheels look on the bus. The tires look awesome too, and they're actually really good for where I'm going, places that I go. I've gone down some pretty rocky roads, and these have had no issues whatsoever. So honestly, I'm actually happy with the tires and wheels that I went with. Like I said, I got them for a really good price. I'm not going to name the prices of everything. It's just kind of not really, I don't really see the point of naming prices on everything. All right, so we're going to keep moving around the sides. So I ended up deleting the windows. Remember I said originally I was going to keep the windows in the bus. I kind of really just wanted to keep the windows. My big thing is I want the bus to actually look like stay looking like a school bus. I always want, of course it's a school bus and it's always going to look like one, but I kind of wanted to keep the appearance of a school bus. So I ended up deleting the windows. These are actually metal inserts that I made, and I cut them out. I actually had them, went to a metal shop, and they actually cut these to size for me, and they literally I popped the windows came out, put these right in and bolted in, and then I sealed them. So I ended up doing all of them are done. I'm gonna flip around to the other side because there's actually, well, hang on before we get to the other side. So I did end up leaving these back two windows. I did delete this window for my AC unit because I did not do a top AC unit, which I'll be explaining why here in a little bit. But so that window, I deleted that window, same thing. Just got a piece of metal and had it inserted. You guys can see Melvin's in there. He's watching. Don't worry, guys. So yeah, it's kind of warm out today, but as you can hear, the AC is running. So Melvin's got his AC going. So it's actually really nice in the bus right now. So let's just continue on. You can see I went all the way around, did all the windows. Okay, so except for these two windows. So these two windows are still functional. So these windows, when we go inside, you're gonna see that these windows are still functional. I do use these windows. I slide these down when I'm camping or when I'm cooking or anything like that. So these, and it's nice just to have, I wanted to leave a couple functioning windows just so I could have some airflow, and it's just obviously I wanted some windows. So these two windows were not deleted. The rest of them were, and so these ones I left, and these are still functional. So let's continue on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, guys, is I want to kind of go around and just show the accessories on the outside of the bus. Just kind of show you some of the stuff I have on the outside and what it's for, and some of it's pretty self-explanatory, but I kind of want to just go around and show you guys everything. So let's go ahead and start here. So right over here, I got my roto packs. I got my water pack and my gas pack. So I actually have I have another mount for the other side of the bus, because if you guys noticed a while ago, there isn't this. I don't have roto packs on the other side. So right now I just have them on this side. I have all the mounts to do it on this side or on the other side. And eventually I'm going to be taking the gas pack off and putting a second water pack on this side, and then on the other side I'm going to be putting the gas packs on there, and also a diesel pack, which there's a reason why I need a diesel pack, which I'll explain here in a little bit when we get on the inside. So let's keep moving down. So this is more of an accessory for Melvin right here. This is so when we go camping, we go off when we're boondocking or anywhere, just set up anywhere, parked for a few days or whenever. This is Melvin's gate. So I do pull this mounted on the side of the bus. I take it off, and we actually so what I do is I mount it. It mounts to the sides of the door, and then it just kind of just comes out, and he has his own little spot. So that's a Melvin accessory right there, and that gets a lot of use. We are actually going to be getting something different soon. I've been using this one for a couple years. It's awesome. It works really good. But there's something else I want to pick them up, something newer, something a little different. So we will actually be replacing that soon. All right, so I'll do another accessory, guys. So this is nothing special. This is pretty self-explanatory. So this is obviously for my motorcycle. So I do have my little Enduro that I travel around with. I don't have it on today just because there's no reason to. I thought about loading it on there, but there's just no. It's kind of there was no reason to really put it on. I'm not going to be using it. It was just kind of pointless to mount it on there today. So I do have an Enduro that is a project bike that I'm going to be working on. There will be some videos coming up on that. So that's what I use this for. It's for transporting my little Enduro around. So a little secondary transportation. So when I'm parked, I don't always have to drive the bus somewhere. Next, another obvious one I don't feel needs too much explanation is my AC unit. So this unit was actually donated to me last summer. It was brand new, and I was building the bus during the summer, and it was extremely hot, and I actually had somebody donate this to me. They went and bought it and gave it to me brand new, and so I made it work. I had thoughts of going with a mini split at first. I had a whole plan for it. I had all the mounting ideas. I had all the plans drawn up to do a mini split, but then I was, I couldn't afford one. And then I was given this unit, and I said, well, I'm going to make it work. So what I did was, obviously, like I already said, I deleted the back window, completely built a frame that on the inside that the AC unit actually mounts to. So it was I just cut out a piece of metal, or took the window out, cut the piece of metal, and then sealed it all up, cut all the holes. I'll actually be showing you can actually see the frame from the inside. So I'll be showing you guys the frame for the AC unit when we get inside. So that's definitely helped. You can tell it's running right now, so because it's kind of a warm day, and I got Melvin inside, so of course I got to have that AC going for him. You guys will see him here in a minute. So I know he wants to come out. I'm pretty sure he's at the window still. Yeah, you guys can see him right there. He's looking. All right, so let's keep moving. So this is just a bunch of off-road accessories that I got. Got the traction boards, the high lift jack, some tow straps, shovel, axe. Just for when we're out boondocking or kind of just really camping anywhere. And obviously if we get stuck. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys, this is more for the front end of the bus. I don't think I don't think that these would support the weight of the back of the bus. The front, yes, but I mainly have these I had a set before, and I had them for a while, and I actually have these because mainly I also help people. If I come across somebody who gets stuck in the desert or gets stuck anywhere, I like to be able to have these and be able to help someone out. So that's what happened to my last set. I had them for a while, and then I ended up running into somebody last fall. I ran into somebody who got stuck. So it was during the monsoon, and somebody got stuck in the mud, and I came across them. And I had a set of running boards. They were the exact same thing as these, and I was actually able to help them out. So I always decided that yes, these probably won't work for the bus if it ever gets stuck, but I like to be able to have them just in case I come across somebody who's in need and I can help them. So like I said, shovel and axe, you always got to have those. This is where I'm going to be putting the other. You guys saw the other side. I'm going to be putting the roto packs over here. These are going to be for my gas packs, my gas and diesel. So they're not on right now. Like I said, I have the mount for it that goes right here, like it does on the other side, but I just don't have it. I haven't mounted it yet, so I'm going to be getting to that. So let's keep on moving. All right, so we're going to go up to the top here. So I ended up. I'm going to be demonstrating these later when it gets dark out, guys. So we got a light bar that I built with 4 lights. So I have these lights. These are actually really bright. I have more of them. There's more up there than I really need. But I'll be demonstrating these later. There's really not a whole lot to explain. I built the light bar for it. So it's when I've only used them a couple times, when I go out and, out in the middle of the desert at night or anywhere. It's actually, I'll show, like I said, I'm going to demonstrate them later. They're actually really bright. So I also got a couple right here on the hood. These are just smaller ones. These ones actually aren't hooked up yet. I have all the wiring to do it. I just haven't gotten around to hooking them up. I am going to be hooking these up soon because I do have some trips coming up where I'm going to want to have all the extra lighting working. These ones all work up here, but these ones right here on the hood are not hooked up yet. So just a real quick, so here is, this is what I'm using for my internet, guys. I went with the mobile Starlink. I've been using this for about 1.5 years, and honestly, I love it. So like I upload all this video is getting uploaded from the bus. I do all my work remotely from the bus anywhere. So like I said, this video, I do all my editing, all my computer work, everything for my online store. I do all my sales. I do all my shipping out of the bus. I do everything, guys. And you guys know, gotta have that Wi-Fi. So I'm actually gonna be doing a full review video on on what I think of the Starlink. I wanted to use it for a while before I did a review on it. So I'm going to be doing a review video on the Starlink here pretty soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and just move on from that. All right, so for this last little part of the outside tour of the bus, I'm going to go ahead and climb up on the ladder, and I'm going to show you guys the roof real quick. There's not a whole lot going on up there, but there's a couple things. So I'm going to go ahead and climb up on the ladder right now so I can get a quick little shot and tell you guys what's going on up there. So this is how I'm going to talk more about this here in a little bit when I talk about my power system. These are my solar panels. Like I said, not a whole lot going on the roof. These solar panels pretty much took up the entire roof, but they're pretty big and I needed them. So they're a little dirty right now. Sorry about that. I haven't gotten around to cleaning them. I clean my solar panels once a month, so just haven't gotten around to cleaning them yet. So they're a little dirty, so don't mind that. So then the next, this is my roof storage box. I have all my, so I do a lot of kayaking. I like to do a lot of lake stuff, a lot of water a lot of water stuff. So I have all my my inflatable kayaks, my inflatable boats, inner tubes, all my water stuff, my lake stuff, all my little watercrafts are all in here. So I have them up here in the top box because it's something I don't use as often as everything else. So I figured throwing them up on the roof in the box is the best place to put them so they're out of the way and I don't have them all taking up space inside the bus. Okay guys, so next what I'm going to be doing is I want to go into the mechanics of under the hood of the bus, of everything I've done under the hood, any performance wise. There's not a whole lot, but one thing I never mentioned in the update video is that I am actually my own mechanic. I am a mechanic. I'm my own mechanic. I do all my own work. I've worked in shops my whole life. I actually used to own a hot rod and motorcycle shop out in California, out in Southern California for many years, where I built camper vans, hot rods, and motorcycles. Some of you that follow me have actually known me for a very long time and remember when I had my shop. So I'll post some pictures right here showing some of the variety of vehicles I built. I've done all kinds. So that's one thing. So I do all my own work. So whether it be on the side of the road or in a shop, I do all my own work on the bus. So that's one of the things I wanted to mention, because I forgot to mention that in the update video that I recently posted, that I am a mechanic and I do also work on other people's vehicles. I do help with converting buses and vans for people. I work on motorhomes, I work on motorcycles, work on everything. So anyway, I want to pop the hood and get under there real quick, and I want to show you what's been done under there. Like I said, not much has been done other than basic maintenance. One thing I wanted to talk about is the intake. I did build this about a year ago. I had to build this whole kit for it. I had the original airbox in here, and I was just having some issues with it, and I wanted to get some little bit better performance out of it, boost the fuel economy a little bit. So I ended up building this, collecting parts and building this whole intake for it. They didn't make, at the time, they didn't make a direct bolt-on kit for an express van. Or at least I couldn't find one. They might make one now, I'm not sure, but at the time when I did this, I could not find a kit that just bolted right in. So I ended up buying some tubing and buying some couplers and filter. I built this whole intake myself. So that's part of what has been done performance-wise. That's under the hood. I did change out the battery. I got an Optima battery in here, which has been really good. I'm really happy with using this battery. I've used these in all my camper vans and RVs and a bunch of vehicles, so I really like those. Other than that, like I said, not a whole lot's been done under the hood. It's all just been basic maintenance, oil changes, a few repairs there. I haven't really had any issues with the bus. If you guys remember though, when I posted the bus video when I first got it, and I hadn't even started the conversion yet, you guys remember the transmission was out. It was getting ready to go into the shop to have a new transmission put in. So that's one work I'm not able to do. Oh, I think we got a camper coming by. Check it out. Yeah. So that's awesome. So anyway, guys, I am out here. There's a campsite that's like 5 miles up the road, and there's a lot of side-by-sides out here. There are people camping. There's someone that's just right up the road a little bit, kind of over the hill, that's camping. I passed by them on the way out here. But anyway, so after I did that video saying that the bus was going to be going in to have the transmission replaced, it went in about 4 days later, and I had it back within 2 days. A big thank you to Quality Transmission Service out in Sierra Vista, Arizona. They worked really fast. I dropped the bus off thinking they were going to have it for like a week, so I packed up all my clothes and I made sure I had a place to stay, and I dropped the bus. I grabbed my bag, I dropped the bus off, and I left and thinking I wasn't going to get the bus back for like a week, and they ended up calling me like not even 2 days later and said, "Hey, your bus is ready," and I was like, "Oh my God." So it was awesome. So they're Quality Transmission out in Sierra Vista. Big thank you to you guys. They did the transmission about a little over a year ago. So it's been a while, but I haven't had a single issue with the transmission. I've been on plenty of trips. I've towed with the bus. I've hauled weight. It's been great. All right, guys. So another thing I did on the bus is I had the exhaust done. I'm going to go ahead and try to show you real quick. It's kind of hard to get under there and show you guys. Plus, let me see. So if you guys can see, let me try to zoom in on it. If you guys can see, I had the exhaust done. I had a Flowmaster put on. It was just done recently. I had it done about a month ago. So what happened was I actually had a rat that crawled up into my exhaust over the winter, and it got stuck, built a nest, and it got stuck in my stock exhaust, and it completely plugged it. So the bus was actually down for like a month because I couldn't. There was a rat stuck in the muffler, and it died. It ended up dying in there, and it plugged the exhaust. I was able to, after about a month, when I was able to schedule it to get in the shop, I was able to get it to the point where I was able to start the bus and run and be able to drive it to the shop. And I say that the shop that did the muffler, again, quality transmission service out in Sierra Vista, Arizona. I thank you guys. They did my exhaust and they had it out within like 3 hours. Dude, they do great work down there. We got another side-by-side coming. Here we go. We got a lot of Memorial Day weekend, man. Everybody's out having a good time. It's good to see people out having fun. So anyway, guys, I'm going to start it up real quick. So I want you guys to hear the exhaust. It sounds way better too. And I kind of like it's more of an open exhaust now. So you guys, I'm sure some of you know Flowmaster exhaust. You know what they sound like. But honestly, man, it makes the bus sound so much better. Makes it run a lot better too. Better fuel economy. So I'm going to fire it up real quick so you guys can hear it run. So last thing I want to talk about when it comes to the mechanics of the bus. So I'm going to be doing, I've got some basic repairs I have to do. I have to replace a few sensors and a couple things. I got to do the belt soon. So I'm going to be doing some basic repairs. So that's one thing you're going to be seeing on the channel a lot too, is you're going to be seeing me do like a lot of basic repairs on vehicles and mainly the bus. But I like doing, well, you're not going to see like a lot of repair videos on other vehicles. Like I said, I do my own repairs on the bus. So you'll be seeing repair videos. If you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you're gonna be seeing posts because I do work on other vehicles. I kind of help out here and there, help friends out and everything. And being a mechanic is just kind of something I love doing. I love fixing vehicles. I love working on vehicles. So you're gonna be seeing some videos like that. And plus, I'm gonna be posting them. So if people need help with, like, say, I don't know, if you guys need help, hopefully my repair videos will find someone in need of help and knowing how to do something. Yeah, you're going to be seeing all the future repairs I'm going to be doing on the bus. I'll make a post about them, do a little video about them. So anyway, guys, so now I want to head into the inside because I want to show you guys. I want to give you guys the inside tour. So let's go ahead and head inside. All right, guys, so it's time now. I'm going to take you up inside the bus and give you the inside tour. So let's go ahead and get up there. I can already tell you right now, Melvin's waiting for us. He's sitting right here at the door. So let's get inside and do this tour. What's up, Melvin? Hey. Yeah. So there he is, guys. Melvin's been waiting for us. So he's here. He's having a good time. He's been hanging out today. So let's step up inside. So here we are, guys. So, like I said, a lot has gone into the conversion of the bus. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of run through. I'm standing at the door, right here at the door, and I'm gonna go ahead and run through. All right, guys, so here we go. So here is the front. We got up here, got a lot of stuff going on up here. So if you guys can see, I've got one big sticker wall going on. I got stickers all over the place. So one thing I do, hey guys, if you guys ever come across me anywhere, or if I've ever do an investigation with you or anything like that, you guys want to just meet me, you guys got any stickers of like your channel or whatever, your business, whatever you do, give one to me so I can go ahead and throw it up on my sticker wall. I've got a couple of paranormal groups that I've done investigations with, some people that I've met along the way, and I've got their stickers up here. So yeah, if you guys got any stickers, if we ever run into each other, don't be afraid to come up and say hi and hand me a sticker, man. I'll throw it up on the wall and show you some support. I love doing that. So we'll just start real quick. So one of the things I got up here is my driving cameras, if you guys notice. So I have full 360 driving cameras around the bus that are they make it a lot easier for when I drive because you can't really see the back. I mean, it's a short bus, doesn't have too many blind spots, but seeing the back, you know, it's got a backup camera, it's got everything on there. So right here I'm running all my switches for all my outside lighting. These are for all my top, my light bar on the top. They're eventually going to be for the ones out there on the hood. So they got that. Up here, I'm going to get so up in this cabinet right here, I'm actually going to get to that a little bit here after I film the show you everything inside the bus. That is where my power unit is, where all my power lines, where all the electrical's running. So I want to do a whole demonstration on that and show you what I went with for my power system. So I'm actually going to wait till after I give you the tour of the inside of the bus, then I'm going to go over my power system. Up here is where I have all my I've got all my chargers. I'm charging my batteries. You know, I got all my rechargeable batteries. All my these are all my future little reviews. I'm gonna be doing reviews on all of these. So those are kind of projects I'm working on. Just got all my bins for all my batteries and my chargers and all kinds of just, you know, this is kind of like a little workstation where I put all my tools and stuff and where I charge everything. Move down a little bit. So down here underneath that, I've got my little section for all my bags, my hiking bags, my backpacks, you know, shopping bags, all that stuff. I've got all my what I like to call my e-rides right here. You guys, some of you guys know that I'm much into to e-bikes and electric scooters and everything. So I've got a little collection. So I've got my electric longboard, which is actually my favorite. I'm actually going to be doing a video on these. I get asked all the time what I think of them and just like what's my favorite, and because I use them all, I use these for all different things. They're fun, sometimes a little they're great little ways to for travel. When I'm parked, you know, it's good little transportation options. So I'll be talking about those in a future video. Down here, this is my little workstation, man. This is where it all happens. This is where I do all my editing, all my business stuff, all my uploading of videos. Where this video is going to be edited and uploaded, I do it all right here, man. This is where it happens. So we're going to keep going along. I got a little fan that just kind of helps with circulating air going around here. So sorry if it's kind of loud. You guys can probably hear that on the video. So right here, I got all my, well, let's start up here. So I've got just like these are a bunch of parts for the bus, a bunch of extra electronics parts, connectors, bolts, stuff like that. A place for shoes, storage, extra storage. So right here is one of my drawers. So I've got, let's just kind of give you a rundown, all my flashlights and everything like that. I've got all my camera equipment that I travel with. So, and then here's all my ghost hunting equipment. I mean, I'm not going to kind of really dig through it all the way, but all my ghost hunting equipment. Some of you guys might know what, just by looking at this, what some of this is, because I do travel. Like I said, I travel with all my paranormal ghost hunting equipment, and I do investigations on the road. So, got to travel with this at all times. So then just down here, I had just personal file. Oh, well. So right here is where I keep all my e-bike, all my e-ride, e-bike, e-scooter chargers and batteries. And well, so in case you guys don't know, I'm still kind of a big kid at heart. So I've got my RC cars in here. You guys are going to be seeing some RC videos that I do. I've been building RC cars since I was a kid. So, and I still do it. Like I said, still kind of a big kid. So you guys are going to be seeing some videos of that coming up. And then of course, Melvin's got his own drawer where we keep all of his clothes and his collars and everything for Melvin. So because he's got his own wardrobe, so he's got to have his own drawer, which of course has his name on it. So we got his little toy box, and here he is. He knows I'm talking about him. What's up, dude? You want to say hi? Say hi. So he's just been hanging out. He's been helping me all day. He's been having a pretty good day. He's just been lounging in the bus. We got the AC going. All right, so just let's keep moving on. Got my motorcycle helmets, my little closet here where I kind of hang up my fancy clothes. So it's kind of small. I'm able to hang a couple, you know, some of my nicer shirts in there. Kind of put my shoes down there. Right here is where I just put all my clothes. This is pretty, there's really nothing to it. It's just my drawer where I put all my clothes. This is how so to stop these from opening, the drawers from opening while I'm driving, I've just set up this little system where I've just got little bungee cords that just run across. It actually works really well. These do not open at all when I'm driving. I actually have to really pull on these. So up here I got my little personal areas where all my toothbrush and all that good stuff is. So I don't really need to talk too much about that. It is what it is. Got my little coffin mirror going on right there. Just got some decorations going on, guys. You know, just you know me. So if those of you don't know, I like to collect a lot of oddities. I just collect a lot of weird stuff. So that explains. You're going to see a lot of just goofy decorations, creepy decorations everywhere. Got my back wall going on here. So right here, so I'm going to apologize now. If you guys know, my bed is this is my bed right here. This bed is a total mess. For you guys, if you guys know pitties, or you have pitties, or have a pit bull, you guys know you're not allowed to have a made bed anymore. So I actually made this, I had my bed made this morning, and then just before filming, Melvin decided to tear it apart. So that's it. So what I got going on is I went ahead and spent a little extra money. Got the memory foam mattress in here. Works absolutely great, guys. It's so comfortable. I don't have any trouble sleeping on that whatsoever. So I got my little entertainment center going on. Got my TV. I normally have my PlayStation right here, but because I do a little bit of gaming, guys. I'm a little bit of a gamer somewhat. I don't have my PlayStation in here, so normally it mounts right there. And then got my fireplace, which I'll demonstrate that in a little bit when I turn everything on. You guys get to see that. So we keep moving on. So here, apologize for this. behind the curtain is actually my shower. I'm actually currently still building the shower. So the shower is not done whatsoever. It's just framed up. I got the shower pan in. Sorry, I got some stuff in here. Kind of using it as like a little storage for now. Some of Melvin's stuff actually, and then my vacuum's in there. But so I've got my shower pans in. That's not sealed yet. It's mounted. So I'm still working on the walls, sealing everything up. I got to put a vent. I'm going to be putting a vent in this this side wall right here. Eventually the shower spigot, everything's all going to be right here. So that's just kind of yeah, that's my shower. It's not done yet. It's actually a pretty good sized shower, guys. I mean, I'm kind of a big guy, but like I built this shower to fit me. So I step in there and I can fit in the shower just fine. So it'll be nice once I get that going, because the reason why it's not done is right now, guys, the bus doesn't have I don't have any plumbing. I don't have water yet. That's like one of the big projects. That's literally one of the last things that I need for the bus to be finished. And I'm working on getting the money together to finish that project, to get the plumbing in here. I gotta do the propane system, all the water lines, the water pump, the water heater. I still got to do all of that. So that's like the last main thing the bus needs before it's completely done. Of course, you know, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking on that, because there will be a video coming up where I do the plumbing system. So I'm just going to be real quick with this. That's my bathroom. So I kind of feel like we could just move on from that. You guys know what a bathroom is. So one thing, I am going to be building a door for it. I haven't built the door yet. I just haven't gotten around to making the door yet. I got to get all the supplies to do it and get all the latches and the piece of wood to make the door. So I'll be doing that. There'll be a video coming up for that when I finish that as well. Let's go ahead and move on to the kitchen area. So I've got my microwave going on here, guys. I've got my induction cooktop. This is not, eventually there's going to be a sink here. I don't have it. I don't have a sink right now, so because I haven't gotten to the plumbing system. So eventually there is going to be a sink here. I'm going to cut the hole out and be mounting the sink, doing all the plumbing for it, which is going to run through the back, but there'll be a video coming up for it. Work our way down. I got my spot for my dishes, and just some I got like my little crock pot in there. I got my little soda maker. I've got all my little dishes, my little kitchenware in there. So let's go ahead and move a little further down. Get this closed up. Just have a little latch that just kind of keeps it closed. So this is my 12-volt fridge. You guys may have seen I posted a little something about this back when I first installed this. I love this. This thing works great. I've been using this fridge for almost 2 years now, and I haven't had a single problem. 12-volt fridge. It's always running. Sorry, it's a little bit of a mess right now. I had something spill while I drove out here. This road was kind of rough, and I had something that was up on the shelf, and it spilled out. So I got Melvin's water in here right now, and I got my drinks. So it's empty right now because I'm going to be, once a month I clean my fridge and I de-ice the freezer and everything. So I'm going to be, it's kind of empty right now. Normally I have this thing packed though. I can keep so much stuff in there. So here's what I do for heat inside the bus. Well, if you guys remember, I do have in the back over there by kind of where Melvin's sitting, I do have the electric fireplace, which I'll demonstrate in a little while. So I can use that for heat if I'm plugged in. Like I said, I'm gonna not kind of stop there because I'm gonna need to explain my power system to you before I kind of go into like talking about stuff like that. So Melvin wants to come say hi. He loves this, man. Melvin grew up in the bus, guys. This is nothing new to him. He's probably wondering why I'm talking about it. But so anyway, got my diesel heater right here. This is what I use for heat when you know, this thing works absolutely great. I've only had to use it a couple times. It heats up the bus really nice. Sometimes it actually gets kind of too hot in here. There was one time actually last winter I was running it, and it was, I think it was like in the 20s outside, and I had that heater on high and fell asleep, and I woke up in the middle of the night just sweating, and I threw the covers off, and it was like 20 something degrees outside, and it was like almost 90 degrees here inside the bus. I have a little thermometer up on the wall, and it said it was almost 90 degrees. So it was just insane, guys. So those little diesel heaters, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about them. People say they're great. Some people say they don't like them, they don't work, they're not reliable. I've been using this one for a while now, and I tell you, man, I love it. It works great. I haven't had a single issue with it. It works perfect. Did a little prep on it when I first got it, because you got to kind of prep them a little bit and change it, you know, do a little bit of work on them when you first get them. So look up some. I'm not going to do a video on that. It's already installed. I don't want to take it apart. There's plenty of videos you can find on YouTube or anywhere around that where people do all that maintenance, all that prep work for those. So we're going to continue on. This is my little, like I said, continue on my little kitchen area. got my plates, got my kitchen stuff and all that. So I got Melvin's right here. We got Melvin's little snack thing. This is his little snack box right there. So he's got all of his treats, and we carry all of his food and stuff. So we got that going. So next, let's keep going. So here is my workstation, guys. I got my toolbox and everything. Because what I do, guys, I travel with all my tools, and I do a lot of mechanic work, and I do a lot of work on the side of the road, and just all the time. So I have my workstation. I got all my soldering iron, all my electrical workstation. I've got, I've got everything. I've got all my specialty tools for all the little projects that I do. All kinds of stuff. I got all my power tools, got my grinders, all my saws and everything. They all fit in here. This is kind of a little bit of a mess right now, but all my regular tools, wrenches, screwdrivers, everything like that. And we go down here and just got more stuff, man. I got the jack for the bus. I got some tools in here. Just got a whole bunch of stuff that I use for like for all the vending and like the work that I do. So I'm always having to travel with my tools. I got my airbrush station set up here because if you guys don't know, I do a lot of airbrushing. So I'm actually gonna be doing some airbrushing videos where you guys will see me doing that, because I do a lot of airbrushing for, I do my vending, my farmers markets, swap meets, and I do this on the side of the road, and I do some roadside selling. So I do my airbrushing and everything. So there'll be some airbrushing videos coming up. So here we're getting back over here to the door. Got my little got a whole bunch of stuff going on, guys. Here's the sticker wall. Kind of give you a better view of it, because I don't think you really saw it too well before. If you guys remember the old bus, man, I kept the license plate for it. So yeah, guys. So this is the bus. This is where it's come. All right, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to demonstrate the power system. I want to show you all the interior lighting and all the power stuff inside my power system, and how it all works and everything I've got hooked up and running in here. So what I need to do for that, though, is you guys know I've got all. So I need to do what I like to call, I go into blackout mode. I'm going to put all my shaders up. I'm going to get all the shaders up in the windows. I'm going to get the shaders up here. Got to get the back window, the shader up. That way we can go full blackout mode in here. It's going to be very dark, so that way I can show you all the interior lighting and show you guys my power system. So I'm going to go ahead and get these shaders up now, and I'll be right back. So all the shaders are now up. There's still a little bit of light that comes through this. So these are actually made for a Chevy Express van, which is what the bus is, the frame that's built off of. So these fit perfectly. These are made to fit here. And then I've got a shader that gets velcroed up on that side window. The doors have their own blackout panels, along with these windows here, the side windows, and along with the back window as well. The back window has its own blackout as well, along with that window back there in the corner. But what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go tell you full blackout mode. I'm going to shut this light off real quick and kind of just show you how dark it is in here. You guys can see it is very dark in here. So it is very much still bright out. We're still, it's not even 1:30 in the afternoon right now. Pop this door open and you guys can see it is still very, very much bright out here. So that is what I mean by full blackout mode, guys. You guys can tell, so I do this because I do film in here. So it is nice to be able to control the lighting. I'm going to turn some lights on here in a few minutes and show you. I'm going to turn all the power on. I'm going to go through the power system and show you all the interior lighting. So, but this actually is nice. Like, you can sit there and say, oh, it's for stealth camping or whatever, but I'm not stealth camping in the bus, man. You can totally tell it's a converted bus. But so yeah, man, like I said, it's not even 1:30 in the afternoon and we're completely dark in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the lights turned on, and then I'm going to demonstrate and show you my power system and what everything I run in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the lights flipped on, and I'll be right back with you. I got all the lights turned on. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to go ahead and show you what my power system is. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to show you all the interior lighting, everything I'm running first. Then I'm going to show you how what it's all running to and what it's running off of. So I've got all my TV. I got TV running. I got my computer going, and I got all my workstation lights. I got so up on the ceiling, if you guys see, I got all my little mood lighting going on. I've got my moon lights, which there are actually 2 of them. Go ahead and walk back here and go ahead and show you the second one. So all the way up to the front, we got some extra lighting going on here, purple and orange. You got the Halloween colors going on. So down here, we're just running some of my lighting. My computer light is up here. I'm just running. I got a bunch of these little sconce lights right here. These are actually removable. You can move these, and they actually little cool features. They light up on the top too, so that's fun. So over here, got the kitchen light along with my workstation light here. Let's go ahead and keep walking to the back. We've got a little bit of lighting going on here. I do have another light up here for like my little personal space right there. I'm gonna keep moving around. Melvin's relaxing. He's taking a little nap at the moment. We were outside for a little bit earlier, so he's napping in the AC right now. So we're just gonna keep going around. Got the lighting going. Got the other moonlight up here. So we got the TV running. We got the electric fireplace going, guys. Check this out. I told you I wanted to show you this. I don't have the heat turned on, obviously. There's no need for heat. It's too hot. Got the AC going, but it is nice to always have like a little flame going. So got that all running. Got the little ghost lights going on up here, of course. You know, can't forget about the ghosts. I've got another one of these lights up here, which lights up this area nicely. Eventually, there will be a light. There's going to be a vent with a light in the shower. That is not installed right now. So I do have a light in the bathroom, little bathroom area. Like I said, eventually there's going to be a door on that. So that's it, guys. That's all the interior lighting and everything that's running in here. So, like I said, I've got all this running right now, and we are completely off grid. I am not plugged in. I'm running off just my power system, my power unit, which I'm going to show you now. All right, so here is what I'm running. I am running an EcoFlow Delta 2 Max portable generator. This is a solar generator. This is just basically a giant battery. I'm not gonna go too much into details about this unit. I'm actually going to do a review on it. I'm coming up on I'm coming up on 2 years of using this, so I'm going to, maybe about a year and a half. So I'm gonna be doing a review on it. So this is my power station. One thing I'm going to be doing is I am eventually going to be, because you can run these in parallel with another unit. You can run 2 of these. Actually, you can run multiple together. You guys can see I do have room here. I am going to be putting another unit in here. So right now I'm using just the one, which guys, I've been using it for almost 2 years straight, and it's been great. I had it delivered to a friend's house. Showed up at the door. I charged it up for about 30 minutes, plugged it into the bus, and it's been literally turned on and running ever since. I've got all my wirings running back here, which is literally just, guys, it's powering everything. And like I said, I am still, let me pop the door open real quick. I am still out here, as you can see. I am still out here, guys, in the middle of nowhere for the most part. And I am running my AC. I'm running all my lighting. I'm running everything, guys. Everything's on right now. We're sitting in the middle of nowhere, you know. Charging off of solar. I'm still at 90%. I've been out here for about a good 3.5 hours now, and my power unit is still at 90%. So I am charging right now. It's maintaining. I'm charging. My input right now is 675 from solar. Normally it's more than that because with 1,000 watts of solar, but my panels are very dirty right now, as you guys saw. I'm putting out 600 with everything running with the AC. I'm putting out 676 volts, or watts. So, guys, I got to tell you, the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max has been, now there's plenty of different units out. They've got a bigger unit, which I obviously couldn't afford. This unit was very expensive, and it took me a while to be able to get a hold of this. So I was living off the, having the bus plugged in for the longest time while I waited to get this unit. So, and then, so they've got some new units out now, but they're still very expensive. I'm trying to get a hold of the second unit. It's still pretty expensive, so it's going to take me some time to come up with that. But eventually, I will be doing a video. I'm going to do a review on this, and then I'm also going to be doing a video for when I add the second unit in. So be looking for that in the future. It's not going to be, hopefully, I want to say hopefully soon. It's probably going to be over the summer at some point because I think I'm going to need a second unit. I mean, I don't really need it, but I really want to have that second unit. So that's it, guys. That's my power unit. That's the bus. You guys can see middle of the day. It's only, it's only a little after 1:30, and we're in here running, AC, having the lights. We kind of have like a little party going on here. Me and Melvin are partying. You can see him out there. Oh, Melvin, what are you doing back there? You partying? Yeah, see, he's, so we're actually going to take off here in a little bit. We're going to go run back into town and go grab something to eat, and I'm going to get him a snack. So he needs something to eat too. In fact, now that I said it, He wants to eat. So, and then we're actually going to be, like I said, I still want to demonstrate the lights outside, but I got to wait till it gets dark to do that. So we're going to go run back into town. I'm going to get all the shaders up. I'm going to get all the lights turned off and everything. And fire up the bus, and me and Melvin are going to head back into town, and we're going to go ahead and grab something to eat and probably go to the dog park for a little bit. And then once it gets dark out, I'll be back so I can demonstrate all those exterior lights. So we will see you guys here in a few hours. Well, more than a few hours. We'll see you guys here when it gets dark out. We'll see you tonight. What is going on, guys? All right, so it has gotten a little bit darker out now. So me and Melvin, we ended up taking off from the spot we were at earlier, and we kind of found this. We just went down this trail. I wanted to film this night shot to show you guys the outside lighting for the bus. So I'm going to kind of turn the camera around, just kind of show you guys where we're at. We're kind of just like, we found a trail, went down it. We're not too far from town, so we're not like out in completely in the middle of nowhere, but we're a little ways out. So we kind of just found a trail and went down it. So you can see we kind of just took off down, as you can see, there's Melvin right there. He's hanging out in the driver's seat. He's watching, make sure everything's cool. So we kind of just went down a trail, and we're out here. We're going to do this quick little demonstration of the light videos. The sunset's awesome tonight, guys. So I'm going to do just this quick demonstration because it's going to get too dark out here, and I don't want to be having to turn around on these trails at night. I'm not camping out here tonight. I am going back to a spot tonight in town where I've been parking. So I'm just going to kind of show you guys just a few of the outside lights. I wanted to show you how the lights up here, the top lights, kind of just show you the headlights and on all the new lighting, that's all the LED lights and everything. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to flip everything on, and I'm going to go around and talk about everything. Start off, you can see, like I said earlier, I converted the front lights to LEDs, so they are much brighter than the original lights. And I actually, yes, they are very bright. They're one of those ones that are the kind of blinding ones that we're all getting kind of used to. But as you guys can see, it lights up a lot better. Like I'm out here on this trail. I mean, it's not completely dark out yet, as you can tell, but you can get an idea of how much brighter these lights are. So, because I do go down a lot of trails at night, and I do tend to do exploring at night. So I do try to make it to where I get to my spots kind of earlier. So I don't have to drive at night and drive down trails at night, but sometimes it does happen. So next, you guys weren't able to see them very well during the day, but like I said, remember what I was saying, I converted the top marker lights to these purple LEDs, and they look awesome. I actually really like these. They were pretty easy to install for the most part. Wiring wasn't hard at all. Getting the old lights off was a real pain because they were really rotted out. And so that was kind of a pain. So now you guys can actually see them. So as you guys can see, there's all the LEDs on the back. Pretty simple. Just just want to kind of give you guys a real quick. They're a lot brighter than the stock ones. Like I said, less maintenance on these, and they look better, in my opinion. I like the LED lights a lot better. It's got the top marker lights, the purple top markers on the back as well. That is my camera. My infrared. It's an infrared camera, so that's not a marker light. That's just you're catching seeing the infrared light off of that. So yeah, guys, that's all of those are all the LEDs that are on. Obviously, these ones aren't on because those are the turn signals. All right, guys. So next thing I'm going to show you the light bar on top. So I have these set up to where I can run all 4 or only 2 at a time. It's multiple switches inside. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start with just kind of flipping them on. I'm going to flip all of them on, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. These things are really bright. I don't use these very often because I'm normally I'm not really in a situation very often where I have to use these with how bright they are. You're going to see here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and flip them on. There's all 4 of them. It's going to glare off my phone, but like I said, these things are really bright. But that's running all 4. And if you see, I'm going to turn around. They're kind of pointed at a plant right now, but you can kind of get an idea of how bright these are. They definitely overpower the headlights for sure. I mean, I don't have the headlights on right now, but you can get the idea. So that's running all 4. I'm going to go ahead and switch down to 2. All right, guys, and there we are running just 2 of them now. So not as bright. They're still pretty bright, but now we're just running the 2. You can kind of see the difference. They're not as bright as before, but still working pretty good. I was showing you these lights earlier. These are not hooked up yet, so I can't give you a demonstration of those. I'm going to probably get those hooked up next week, so I'll show you guys when I get those hooked up. So the last lights I want to show you is just, I'm going to go real quick because it's starting to get dark and I want to get turned around and get back out of here before it gets dark. So, and also my phone is dying right now, so I need to plug it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you these last lights real quick. So the last ones I've got here are the underglows. So I use this as great at campsites, and honestly I put these on because to keep rodents out. It's a good rodent deterrent, and it's nice to have at the campsite. So I am going to explain now. I am going to be replacing these because if you see how they're flashing right now, they're not supposed to do that. I installed these lights about a year ago, and they just didn't last very long. So they go all the way back. These ones are, the back ones here are kind of intermittent. They kind of come on. You can see right there, it just flashed on. I'll walk all the way around. But they so over time they've just been kind of getting worse. So you can see like this one will probably come on here in a second. I don't know why they flash like that. It's just something. There we go. So they go all the way around. Sorry guys, kind of on the side of the road here, getting attacked by plants. So like I said, I'm going to be replacing these. I'm actually going to be replacing these soon, and I'll do a video for when I replace these. But I still wanted to show them to you anyway, just so you guys can see that it has the underbody lights. So there we go, guys. That is the outside lights on the bus currently. Like I said, I've got some work. I'm going to be hooking up these ones on the hood, and I'm going to be replacing those rock lights here pretty soon. I'll do a video on that. So I'm going to get myself turned around and get out of here and get back to my spot for the night before it gets completely dark. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you stuck around for it. If not, hey, that's all right. But if you're still here, I appreciate it, guys. So you're going to be seeing a lot of bus videos coming up. There's still a lot of work I have to do on it, and you guys are going to be along for that. So you guys are going to be seeing me finish the bus. It's going to be probably take over the course of the summer, so there's going to be a few videos coming out. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you for all your support, and I will see you in the next video.